Humanity is divided into two groups, those maneuvered across the board like chess pieces, and those doing the moving. There is a playbook that details exactly how this game works. It is studied obsessively by maximum security inmates in American prisons and devoured in secret by Fortune 500 executives. That playbook is Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. It is highly controversial, and libraries across the world have debated banning it outright. People fear this book because it refuses to moralize. It strips away the polite surface of society and shows you the cold, hard mechanics of human psychology and how power actually operates. Choosing to ignore these amoral rules does not give you the moral high ground. It simply ensures you are losing the game without even realizing you are on the board. Let us step away from the theory and decode 4 of the most ruthless, practical laws from this text. Law 1 is simple: never outshine the master. In 17th century France, finance minister Nicolas Fouquet wanted to impress his boss. He threw history's most spectacular party at his personal chateau, complete with magnificent fireworks and thousands of guests. He thought this display of brilliance would earn him favor. Instead, King Louis XIV felt so overshadowed and insecure that he had Fouquet arrested the very next morning and locked in a prison cell for the rest of his life. The centuries have passed, but fragile egos have not. In a modern corporate environment, showing off your brilliance by making a mid-level manager look incompetent in a meeting doesn't get you a promotion, it gets you fired. Then there is Law 16, create value through absence. The book advocates for strategic withdrawal, arguing that being highly accessible actually diminishes your status. Think about the person who immediately replies to work emails late on a Friday night. Rather than looking dedicated, they signal desperation. They make themselves completely ordinary. Whether you are navigating a royal court or a corporate hierarchy, exposing too much of your talent or giving away too much of your time quickly turns you into a liability. Moving beyond personal boundaries, the book also maps out how entire organizations are built and how they can be torn down. Law 42 says, strike the shepherd and the sheep scatter. Every organization relies on a central node. Attacking the edges exhausts you, but snapping the singular link holding the hierarchy together causes everything else to lose direction and collapse. When J. Edgar Hoover set out to dismantle the massive criminal empire in Chicago, he didn't try to arrest every foot soldier on the street. He channeled his agency's resources to eliminate the one pillar keeping the entire underworld stable, Al Capone. But if Hoover's tactic works on others, it can work on you. That is why Law 48 warns you to assume formlessness. Committing rigidly to any single method makes you predictable, and predictable targets are easily destroyed. Bruce Lee famously advised fighters to be like water. Water has no fixed shape, allowing it to adapt to any container or crash through obstacles. True strategy requires exactly this paradox. You have to aggressively locate and shatter your opponent's rigid structures while making absolutely sure your own identity remains impossible to pin down. Critics love to label this book a manual for psychopathy, but they miss the point. It is an exercise in extreme pragmatism. You should look at these 48 laws as defensive intelligence. You learn these tactics not to ruin the lives of others, but to establish boundaries that protect your own. Once you know the playbook, you can walk into a meeting and immediately read the hidden hierarchy. You can spot the friend who quietly undermines you, or recognize when someone is trying to control you with charm. Because when these emotional manipulation tactics are weaponized by someone completely without a conscience, the results are devastating. Charles Manson didn't need to commit murders himself. He used narrative and identity to become the absolute center of his followers' universe. If you are ambitious, or if you are simply tired of being a pushover, this text is required reading. If you prefer comforting illusions about how the world works, leave it on the shelf. I want to know your thoughts. Which of these laws have you personally seen someone use in your own office or social circle? Drop it in the comments below. Understanding the mechanics of human behavior gives you a choice in how you participate. It is the only reliable way